And SteelSeries has released something that's absolutely absurd, and I just wanted to talk about it for a bit. So if you guys don't know, SteelSeries just dropped the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Elite. This might be the wildest release I've seen in a while. If you guys don't know, gaming headphones are traditionally significantly worse than audiophile grade headphones. The headphones I have on my head right now are the HD6XX. These are a Mass Drop and Sennheiser collab. These sound incredible. You can get them for around $170 pretty consistently. These are the main headphones I use for mixing music. I hardly master, but for mixing music, for making my videos, for doing the audio for this video right now, I'm using them right now. I use them way more than I use any of my IEMs just because I just prefer the sound profile of the HD6XXs, and these can be had for, like I said, around $200. The gaming headphones traditionally around $200 always have a lot more muddiness in the low end. They're nowhere near as detailed. The high ends are slightly boosted, or they're overly boosted, or they're overly bassy, or they have a crazy V shape, and most people know gaming headphones suck, which is why we recommend buying an external microphone and over-ear headphones if you want the best possible sound quality on PC gaming, or if you are using any kind of console gaming. Even just having a good pair of over-ear headphones will make worlds of a difference. And SteelSeries just dropped this headset. It's $600. I just cannot, but why is it $600? So I just want to go through some of the things they posted here. It's saying mix up to 4 audio sources with 0 audio degradation. No other system can do that. That's it. That you can use your PC, consoles, and your phone all at the same time. I'll give them that. That's really cool. It also has 200 EQs, and then it's saying it has carbon fiber drivers, which is also pretty cool. That doesn't make it $600. Like, $600 is such an egregious price for what you're getting. Now, I don't know how they sound. People who have the headphones say they sound great, but it's really hard to judge if something's good based off reviews for an expensive product, because a lot of people aren't going to be honest in that. Like, let's say you were to buy, I'm going to bring up cameras again. I love talking about cameras. Let's say I was given this camera from the brand. This is the Nikon Z30. Let's say Nikon sent this to me and said, hey, you can keep the Nikon Z30. I'm going to judge it differently than if I were to have spent the $700 to buy this camera. It's just a totally different experience, because when you're giving something that costs a lot of money, you're going to judge it way differently. And I feel like a lot of people who are getting these headphones were likely never going to spend $600 on headphones anyway, and because they're so much money, wow, they're great with no fair comparisons.
Editing the video right now, and I feel like I've kind of got the point confused. The point I was making is that people, when given something expensive, are going to view it with just an inherent bias from getting it for free compared to if they had bought it themselves. Let's go back to the camera. I spent around $500 on this camera, and I have a lot of complaints, but it's $500. If I paid $700, I would be even more mad. But if I was given this camera for free, it's a flawless camera. I have no complaints. Like, you really can't complain. It's a great camera. For free. Not for $700. Same thing goes for gaming mic. Same thing goes for computer speakers, headphones. It's just an inherent bias, because if you wouldn't have spent your own money on it to begin with, then you're likely not going to judge it as fairly as someone who was going to spend that money.
And I've seen a lot of people who are shilling, or not shilling, but not really criticizing it because, well, if you want high fidelity audio, you have to spend a lot of money. It's not the same thing. For $600, you're getting into great headphone territory. Under $1,000, you can get a lot of really good headphones for brands like Mezi, Fio, Hi-Fi Man, Sennheiser. They all have great headphones under $1,000. These headphones are pushing so high in the price tag that it's like, why would you spend $600 on a SteelSeries headset? Well, it's wireless, you can connect to multiple devices. Someone who's spending $600 on headphones probably does have multiple systems, but how often are you actually switching from your Xbox to your PlayStation to your PC to your phone? Like, how often are you actually doing that? As cool as it is, it's not that useful. It's not that useful. $600 buys you the HD600s, great headphones, incredible headphones. It buys you an SSL 2 Plus, great interface, or an Audio ID4, great interface, or a Motu M2, great interface, and then it buys you an external microphone. You can buy something like an SM57 for like $100. That's a great microphone. You can even look at microphones like the Stellar X2. That is an incredible microphone. If you are on desktop, if you are on console, get a cheaper headset. You will never be able to decipher how good $600 headphones sound on a console. And as harsh as it is, that's just a fact. Nobody who's playing on console, who's spending that kind of money on headphones, likely most of them do not have ears trained enough to hear the the differences in audio between a $200 headset, a $300 headset, and a $600 headset. Most people don't. SteelSeries, if you are watching this video, I just want you to do better next time. I know pricing's finalized. There's nothing no one who's watching this video can do unless you are a top agent in pricing. Bring it down, bro. Like $450 maybe. I don't have them. I don't even know if they sound good. They probably sound great. That's the crazy part. They probably sound incredible. But yeah, that's it. $600 is crazy. Marketing mumbo jumbo. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And tell me in the comments, what do you guys even think about this new SteelSeries headset? Okay, video over. I'm talking too much.